Peace, this is Mr. Moore from Trialpreneur Sports Podcast, back with another video. So I just want to give my reaction to the Alabama-South Florida game that took place last night. My Alabama Crimson Tide went on to win 42-16 in one of the worst performances I ever seen. It was one of the most sloppy games. Just so many miscues, mental errors, particularly on the offensive line. I don't understand why they moved Tyler Booker to left tackle. That was a disastrous move. Should have left him at tackle. He's your best offensive lineman. You kick Elijah Pritchett to left tackle while Caden Proctor is out. And Wilkin Formy had an awful game last night at right tackle. I know he's going to be a great player, probably a future pro one day, but he had a horrible game last night, and there's no coincidence that when they did finally make the change in the fourth quarter, that we were able to run the football on the right side. And also, there were no holding calls over there as well, too, because I think the two plays I could think of, the first one, I think it was Jam or Justice had a touchdown run called back early. And also that long touchdown run by Jalen that was called back from holding by Formerly as well, too. Which some of those plays, I'm not going to lie, they're a little ticky-tack, I'm not going to lie, but they're going to call those plays. They're going to call those holding plays, unfortunately. And I think they have to understand with a running quarterback, you just can't grab on and hold on to guys that long. But outside the offensive line, the offense just they didn't look in sync to me last night. It's like we're force feeding deep passes to Ryan Williams. Why? I don't know. I don't know if they're still trying to sell these 4 + 2 = 6 t-shirts, which they're great and all, but we all know Ryan Williams is going to be a great wide receiver at Alabama. There's no need to force him the football. We have plenty capable wide receiver. You see Kobe Prentice last night with a touchdown reception. Kendrick Law is very capable, even though he had a fumble on the kickoff. And speaking of fumbles, we had 3 lost fumbles, 2 in back-to-back possessions. Like I said, the Kendrick Law kickoff return fumble to start the second half. In next possession, you had Jam, who lost the fumble as well, too. So we definitely got to get the turnovers cleaned up. Jerry Bernard, he's very capable. Caleb Odom, we saw Cole Adams last night. It's too many weapons to just want to force Ryan Williams to football. I think that'll come eventually. Those shots will be there if we just really work on offense, work on the underneath passing game. I don't know why we wasn't able to make the adjustments to when South Florida's blitzing, that those quick hot routes, the quick slants would have been open all game. For whatever reason, we didn't make those adjustments. And Jalen did miss a few guys open as well, too. But he was getting pressured so much last night from South Florida's defense. Then credit to South Florida as well, too. They played hard. They played tough. Alex Golis has done a great job with that program. Byron Brown, he's a tough guy. He had over 100 yards on the ground. Like I said, he did miss a few passing plays that really probably would have broke the game open for South Florida. But like I said, they fought hard. They did have a lot of penalties as well, too. They had 11 for 92. Of course, we had 13 for 120. And the last couple times we had that many penalties, we nearly lost games. The Texas game a couple years ago in Austin, we had a lot of penalties. We nearly lost that game. Also, that year, the Tennessee game, we had, I think it was 15 penalties, and we ended up losing that game. So anytime you have that many penalties, that many mental errors, that many mistakes, you're going to be in a close game or you're going to lose that game. And luckily for us, we had the talent last night to overcome that. But that's not going to be the case for every game that we play. Going on the road next week, Wisconsin Camp Randall is going to be an early game. It's going to be loud. We definitely have to get these things cleaned up. But also, shout out to Jahad Campbell on defense. He had 11 tackles. Justin Jefferson had 11 tackles. He got a targeting call, got ejected, which I still hate that targeting rule. And he's going to be out the first half of the Wisconsin game. So that's going to be a tough loss there as well, too. But overall, of course, I'm glad we got the victory. But the way we played, it just didn't sit well. It didn't look well. Offense was real methodical. The defense played as well as they could, even though they made a lot of mental errors as well, too, not setting the edge. I mean, South Florida was literally running the same play over and over, and it seems like we never did make the proper adjustments to slow that offense down. But we did get the victory. Like I said, we're going on the road next week to Wisconsin. So we got a lot to work on. Of course, we got Georgia in a couple weeks. We do have a bye week before that game, so hopefully we can get some of these issues cleaned up. But those are just my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Take care. Peace.